Hello, welcome to the climb to 1800. In my ever-knowing stupidity and procrastination, I've let it become 1 a.m., but I will not let the fire of chess burn out in my heart. So, let's jump straight into a game. And I actually realized I'm not 1652, I'm 1653. There we go. And we already have an opponent who is 1670. We will, of course, be playing e4, then knight to f3 against e5. And then we'll see where we go from there. Obviously, most common move is knight c6. And to be honest, I can't remember the last time. Okay, they play the Philidor. I don't know much against the Philidor, but I just played d4 and things tend to work out. But as I was saying, what was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. But okay, they take, obviously we're not going to take with the queen because that gives them tempo, so we're going to take with the knight instead. And I need to study more e4 theory because I kind of just wing it with like lines that seem to work. Okay, we're just going to bring out the knight, no need to think too hard yet. Okay, so they're probably just going to castle. I don't really see the best way to develop. The best way is probably just to bring in bishop to d3, honestly. No reason to fret quite so early and try to find the best moves when I can just play moves that are good enough, and it'll really work for a while right now. Now I could develop to g5. That's definitely a possibility. I could also start moving my knights over, but there's no reason to do that before I'm castled and good. I could castle long, but to be honest, I feel like he's pretty well positioned to start flinging pawns at me, so instead of that, I think I'm just going to castle myself. No reason to think too hard just yet. We're going to try to keep above 15 minutes for maybe one or two more moves, but after that, it's anybody's game, of course. Okay, he just develops his knight. I assume that that is to further improve the c5 push if he wants to do that, but that probably wouldn't be that good because it would weaken this square, which I could occupy with a knight. And I do have the option pretty much right away of actually going to f5 and taking the dark square bishop. And since my dark square bishop is pretty much going to be uncontested in that situation, and my knight maybe not the greatest, I see no reason not to do that, so let's just do that. And we're going to end up trading the bishop for the knight. Sorry, the knight for the bishop. Obviously not winning, but making my position a little bit more promising is probably the best way to say that. And pretty soon we're going to be playing rook e1 and then maybe even pushing e5. Okay, so he counterattacks my bishop. I guess that he wants something in return. We're not going to give it to him, though. Because his... Oh, actually, if I moved this, he would have taken here. But I'm actually going to take with check first before I do anything else. Now he does have 2 eyes on this... Actually, 3 eyes on this pawn. And it might just be worth giving up the light square bishop to protect it. I don't really want to get into any tactical trouble. I mean, I can really just play rook e1, and then if he takes, I'll take with the pawn, and I'll have a crazy strong pawn center. So let's just do that. No reason to try to be all fancy when good enough works. Yep, let's just play rook to e1. I assume he's probably going to take here. He doesn't have to, because I actually can't move my pawn if he doesn't. Because, my bishop, because then I would be giving up this pawn. Actually, it would not be, due to just tactics. What's his idea with moving his knight there? I don't fully see the plan. Obviously, I can't take it. It's defended, but... Is he going to sack? I don't think he is. Doesn't that just kind of give me a tempo? Oh, I have an idea. Here, obviously, maybe I kick out the knight with f3. And then I push this pawn. After it takes... I was going to say discovery attack and then I win the queen, but I just realized that in that line my rook is actually already gone, so that doesn't work. So I'm going to start thinking a little bit more now because we've reached a stage of the game where I think that that's pretty important. I'm definitely seeing the move rook knight to d5. However, not all moves that attack the queen are necessarily good moves. And it does look like he's going to be pretty comfortable, at least for a moment, on e5 because he would be threatening checkmate. So before doing anything rash, how about we just kick out his knight? And to do that, can I play bishop to e2? So takes, queen takes, I would take his knight, and so that would not work for him. Here, takes, queen takes, I take. Oh, then he actually could recapture here, except that that would be blundering this. Okay, so I can play bishop e2. And then if knight takes, I play knight takes, queen takes, then I assume that he'll probably take with the bishop. Then I play f3. And then after this check, I should be winning a piece there. However, that actually wouldn't happen because after bishop e2, takes, queen takes, he would actually take with the queen. So that actually, oh wait, what am I talking about? Here takes, then I play then I fork him. Then he does, yeah, and he wouldn't. Okay, so let's just do it. Wait, actually, this might be losing if I make mistakes. So let me run through this one more time. Bishop e2 takes. Oh, I take here first. Oh yeah, so of course that's fine. Wait, or here takes. He actually would come in here attacking my queen, but then I just take with the pawn, and I would just be winning a piece there. So yeah, this is definitely at least an okay move. Yeah, I forgot that I have two attackers on his knight right now. So yeah, under any circumstances, this isn't losing at least. I should not have spent 3 minutes on such a meaningless move, though, to be honest. I don't think that that move is going to make or break the game, so probably shouldn't have dedicated so much time to it. But it is what it is. We keep on moving forward. And moves and time usage like that is what I'm going to try to avoid more and more in the future. Because I do find myself making those types of time usage mistakes pretty often. And I mean, now I'm just down 3 minutes in time. And as I get higher up, I'm going to want to avoid that more and more. Now, the one benefit of spending so much time on a move is that the opponent assumes that there's some crazy tactic when there really isn't. Yeah, there's just nothing in my brain. I mean, actually, that's a pretty morbid way to put it, but it is what it is. And, I mean, he can really move the knight to any place. If he goes there, I'm probably actually going to play bishop to g5. But I haven't quite decided yet. And I think that's kind of his only move. Oh, no, that's not true at all. He could play knight to e5. But if he plays knight to e5, I feel like f4 might be strong, but I'll calculate it much more carefully if he actually plays that. Because there might be some better moves with, like, knight. Okay, instead, he plays queen to h4. Obviously, he's threatening checkmate right now, but I'm not so sure that that's a great move. Obviously, the idea is that after I take, he's not losing a piece because he'll just recapture. And I can't play g3 because that'll just be an immediate checkmate. So it's probably an okay move. I mean, at the very least, I just play h6. Or, or, I could play bishop here, but then at that point he would probably actually... I assume that he'll probably go to e3, picking up my bishop for and ruining my pawn structure. So maybe the move that he's made it is actually pretty good. Yeah, I'm not seeing any tactical issues with it like I thought there would, like I thought I would. Now I could just take, and then after bishop takes, I play f3, and I should just be totally fine there. And that is probably what I'm going to end up doing. I think I've spent too much time already. I need to work my clock much better. So instead of thinking for super long, I think I'm going to give up the bishop inequality and just play it. Just take. Now if he takes, if he offers the queen trade, I'll probably just take it, honestly. So yeah, no reason to get fancy. Let's just take. Okay, he takes with the bishop. That's interesting. That's, I mean, at least it's keeping some life in the game. Obviously the move that we're going to play is f3 though. Maybe not obviously, but that is the move that I'm going to end up playing. Because I'm strengthening my own light squares because he has a light square bishop and I have a dark squared one. So I'm going to weave in between the dark squares. Well, he won't be able to. Then after this, the next order of business might be putting a knight on d5. I mean, if I had to guess where he was going to go, I think that'll probably end up going back to h5, but okay, so that is not what he ends up doing. It's all good. That move is totally fine as well, totally valid. Now, I don't want to just blindly play knight to d5, because he could really just trade it down and then just have a totally equal game. And it probably is totally equal already. And by the way, I couldn't take back with the queen because that would hang my rook. So instead of all that, I think that the better move here would probably be bishop to e3, connecting my rooks before doing anything else. So let's do that. We've already spent a lot of time, so I'm trying to play a little bit quickly. If he lets me, I might even take his knight and double his pawns, but obviously that might actually not even be in my favor because that would be opening up a diagonal, or sorry, a file for him. The D file. And the time disadvantage that I gave myself is shrinking a little bit. Actually, never mind. No, it's not. It's still 3 minutes. I lied. But it's not. It's not an earth-shattering difference in any way at all. Okay, so he is a little bit afraid of me taking his knight, but I don't think that. I mean, I probably wasn't even going to do that, to be honest. So now, honestly, I can probably just immediately play knight to d5. The only thing is I'm not sure what that actually does. I could also win tempo on his queen, but there's no reason to do that because his queen is kind of misplaced here anyway, so there's no reason to give him an excuse to move it. You know what? Let's just play the move. Let's just play it. Obviously, if he takes, I'll just take back with the queen, and actually, maybe I do take back with the pawn. I haven't quite decided yet, because if he does take, and I don't think he will, then, oh wait, actually, I do see a tactic in the future, possibly. If he defends this square with a rook, I'll probably end up playing queen d2 with the idea of forking on this square. So let's play this queen d2 now. And by the way, obviously the threat is... Oh, first of all, I can probably just take this pawn. Then he does trap me, but I do get... No, I don't get 3 pawns back for it. If I take, he plays this. Am I getting out? I don't think I'm getting out. I think that he does actually trap me there, and I'm not willing to make such a big concession. So let's play queen c2. If he doesn't play accurately right now, I will crush him because I'll be able to play bishop to g5, securing the forking square. But he has quite a few defenses of that. Probably h6 is the most simple. However, if he does play h6, maybe I have g3, forcing him back to d8. So he does play it, but I might have some crazy tactics here. g3, he's going to have to stay on this diagonal. So he's going to go all the way back over here. Then takes, queen takes. And do I have any threats? I'm not actually convinced that I'm threatening anything. Now I could play back to here. The problem is that he has this square for his queen. However, I need to consider if this sack is worth it. Here. Sacks, takes. I think he's actually probably doing okay there. Because I don't have a way in thanks to this knight. For example, I can't play this checkmate. Unfortunately. Oh, there has to be some tactic here. Dang, it's really annoying that he's defending the square just by the hair on his chin. Oh, do you know what? I could actually still play bishop g5. That's kind of funny. But then he does get 2 pieces for it, and then that isn't worth it. Or he could take back with his queen, and then still get 2 pieces for the rook. Yeah, that's definitely not worth it. So g3, right? Then he goes back here. Then I might have sacks. Here, takes. You know what? Let's play it. I'm feeling aggressive. And forcing this queen back to a passive square does seem like the right move to make in this type of position. And not too much thought there. He just plays the move. Makes sense. Okay. Now I have to consider if this sack is worth it. Takes here. Now I'll probably just end up taking here, takes, and then somehow be totally chilling, because I can't bring my rooks in. So that sack is pretty much out of the question, and I don't think I actually have much here. Because takes, he just pushes. And then I actually don't even escape. If I play here, then he probably plays bishop down. No. Okay, you know what? Let's gain some tempo. Or not tempo, just time. Wait, no. Actually, if I play here, he plays here and he gets much more active. That's not good. Yeah, never mind. That's a bad move. I really want to sack, but it's just it just doesn't work. So instead of all that, let's just develop. Instead of getting crazy and looking for tactics that don't exist, just play naturally and eventually you'll find something. Now, I'm kind of regretting playing g3. I almost definitely should have played bishop to f4 instead, because now his light square bishop actually has a target. However, I have neutralized any queen h5, any queen h4 ideas for now, which is nice. And now I am looking at e5. Possibly. Yeah, because one problem that he might face in the future is that his knight is a little bit unprotected. However, he does have he has a lot of time to solve that issue. Okay, so he stopped this. I wasn't actually going to go there though, and that gives me such a nice home that I think I'm actually just going to play it here. Wait, here takes here. Then he can actually just move his bishop. You know what? Let's just go to this home, and if he ever takes this, I'll just trap him. Or, yeah, I don't have much time. There's no reason to think too much. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's just go there. Now my threat is knight c6. Queen has to move somewhere, then I take this pawn. Okay, so he does defend that, but don't I just kick him out really easily with f4? I think I think I do. f4, where does he go? I guess he goes probably there. That actually might be a little bit annoying. Yeah, on second thought, I don't want to play f4. I might actually play bishop to f4 instead, so that I'm threatening takes here. Oh no. Alright, first I'd take there. Yeah, let's play bishop f4, because I do want to keep some control. Wait, if I play bishop f4, he's going to play here, though. But is that even an issue? Because then I just play queen here, and I strengthen my control over that square. Yeah. Yeah, this is a decent move, I think. Because, yeah, I think that he will probably play knight to c4. But after knight c4... Oh my god. I cannot believe I just did that. I mean, I was winning, like, oh, I wasn't winning at all. I cannot believe I just did that. That's ridiculous. Well, I did promise I wouldn't remove any games. I mean, yeah, there was a tiny advantage for me, nothing really. Then, wow, I can't believe I did that. That's so embarrassing. I just fully missed that he was threatening that. Completely. Oh my god, that's so embarrassing. I almost don't want to post this. I still will. Because I did promise I would never not post a game because of something embarrassing, but... Okay, well, I miss a 4, can I lose? Yeah, all this is totally fine for me. Yeah, even yeah, all this is great. I shouldn't have played bishop e2, though. I should have just played f3 immediately. Fair enough. And taking is my only move. I mean, all this is like best move, best move, best move. Okay. Yeah, all this is fine. I mean, everything here is fine. Okay, yeah. I guess rerouting to this square wasn't great. I should have instead tried to kick the bishop away. And I was talking about that, but I thought that he had bishop c4. Oh, but then after queen c3, he kind of... Wait, but then he just drops like to e6, to h6 or something, right? I guess that his bishop isn't as strong as it looks, because I have a stronger one attacking his king. Okay, so... What's annoying to me is that knight to e5 isn't even the best move. Like, it isn't even that great. It's just that I blundered so badly. Instead he should have attacked my weakness, but... And then I could have played f4, and I guess he takes. Anyway, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I don't remember the last time that I blundered such a just obvious royal fork. I mean, it's forking everything. How did I not see that? Okay, I mean... I don't fully know what to say. But... Yeah, hopefully I don't do that again. Sorry about such an underwhelming end to this game, and I'm back under 1650, but I'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully I won't make that same mistake again. Wow. Yikes, right? Yikes. Yeah, it all kind of went awry when I played G3. G3 was not a great move. Instead, I should have played Bishop F2. Yeah. That was... Bishop F2 is the best computer move. I don't know why I played C3 instead of it. I guess I wanted to keep my bishop on this diagonal, but... I mean, just to keep structure, I should have just... Anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't judge me too harshly for that. I usually don't make those mistakes if you're new here. I will catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a great night.